What kind of man smokes cigars? 007 James Bond, the real Bond, Sean Connery, Mr. Universe Arnold Schwarzenegger, not only now, but in his prime. Michael Air Jordan, not only while betting on golf, but sometimes at halftime of a game. Former President Bill Clinton. Wait, forget about Clinton. That may actually be a strike against cigars. Mark Twain, perhaps the greatest author the world has ever known. And of course, everyone's favorite funny neighbor from Seinfeld, Kramer. These are the kinds of men who smoke cigars. Today, Dirk and Will talk about why regular guys enjoy a cigar from time to time, as they once again solve the world's most important and pressing problems. Welcome back to Men's Town.
How do you get indoctrinated into the church of cigars?
I have 5 reasons that I smoke cigars. Okay?
Let's hear them.
Here's the thing. Only one of them is 95% of it. So here we go. I'll end with that.
You have 5 reasons. You have 5 reasons. One is 95%, and the other 4 are like roughly 1%.
Let's call it 96% for the one big reason for me that I smoke cigars. And the other four things, they're real. They either got me started or I still do it because of this once in a while. But the 5th reason I get to is going to be the reason that I think most guys smoke cigars.
Okay, let's go.
It looks fucking cool. Okay, James Bond smokes cigars.
Is that 95%? Is that the 95%?
That is not the 95%.
Okay, I was just making sure. I'm just making sure. You're a shallow bastard.
Now, it might be why 95% of people had their first cigar.
Oh, well, that's... Yeah. The reason why anybody has their first cigar is entirely peer pressure. Somebody's at a wedding, somebody's at a party, somebody's at a thing, and somebody's like, hey, you want a cigar? And everybody's going to be like, well, sure, I want a cigar because I'm not a douchebag and I want to blend. And, oh, okay, I'm having a cigar now. Oh, look at me. I'm a cigar boy now. Oh, I'm Mr. Cigar.
It's relaxing.
Okay, how about that?
I had a shit day. I had a shit week. I need to calm down. And it's like, here's what you can hotbox a cigarette, right? Like where you just smoke that thing in 2-3 drags, you're out because you got to get back to work, and you're going to have your cigarette every 25 minutes on the dot, and you're going to hotbox it and you're going to get back to work. Yeah. Cigars, nobody smoking a cigar is in any kind of hurry.
Truth. That is truth. I've never seen anybody rapidly smoke a cigar. I've never seen anybody rush a cigar smoke.
Right. And when we talk about cigars, guys, we're in Men's Town here. We're not talking about White Owls. We're not talking about Black and Milds. I'm not talking about Swisher Sweet. I'm not talking about acids even. I don't want anything with a flavor that's other than tobacco. Okay. It doesn't need to be vanilla. It doesn't need to be cinnamon scented. Now, there are people in cigar lounges that will get mad at you for smoking that in there. They're like, that is messing up the entire smell of this lounge.
Oh, dude, like if you rock out, like if I walk into a place and it smells like vanilla, I'm out. I can't even stand that smell. I like the smell of tobacco. I love the smell of tobacco. Hate the smell of burnt cigarettes, but I love the smell of tobacco. And I walk in and man, ugh.
There are 3 rules in every cigar lounge I've ever been in, basic ones. There might be a couple more, but here's 3 that are standing. 1, if a woman walks in, watch her mouth, because it's a boys club in there. And boys will be boys, right? So, like I know at Emerson's here in Virginia Beach, where I smoke at their lounges, we call it a code 27. So if anybody says code 27, everybody shuts the fuck up. Don't smoke a cigarette in a cigar lounge. Don't light it up. Somebody's going to give you shit. They might kick you out.
As a former smoker, I can tell you that I have excused myself from a cigar bar to walk outside to smoke a cigarette outside of a smoking establishment.
Yeah, and it's just, they don't want that mixed in. And number 3,
common courtesy.
Number 3 is don't come in here with your flavored cigar. And they sell them there. They don't want you smoking them there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
They sell them there because they make a lot of money on them. Now they're not. So a regular cigar lounge is not going to sell Swisher Sweet, White Owl, Black and Mild, but they will have Acids, which is made by Drew Estate, which is a reputable cigar manufacturer. So Relaxation, it's a way to chill, because if I light up a cigar, literally Jen will leave me alone. Or she'll come have one with me. The point being, she's not going to be like, oh, I thought we were doing this tonight. She knows whatever she thought was going on for the next hour and a half. For me, we've probably talked about it before. I'll say something like, hey, I'm going to have a cigar. Do we have anything pressing? But if I don't, she's going to look at me and go, okay, That's what he's doing for the next hour and a half.
You got a runway to do whatever you need to do for the next little bit because you lit a cigar and you knew that you had an hour to consume that cigar. Do whatever the hell you wanted to do for that hour. Take care of your TCB with flash, EP, and you're good to go.
What just happened?
TCB and a flash. Elvis Presley. Peanut butter banana sandwich.
I'll say. What? I'm not. He's not Foghorn Leghorn, Dirk.
I'll say.
Taste. So this is tough for some people. So cigars are like, to me, Scotch. First time I had Scotch, didn't like it. Second time I had Scotch, didn't like it. Third time I had Scotch, I don't think so. About the 10th time I had Scotch for real and tried to like actually taste it, I really enjoyed it. Now I love Scotch. You're not going to smoke a cigar and be like, this is amazing. You're going to have it and go, I don't get it. Like, I don't see what's going on. But to be fair, like, think about people who drink craft beer, people who drink wine. It's in the same ballpark. Like, there's legitimately notes, flavors, like where the tobacco is grown, on what side of the mountain, under how much shade, how much rain does it get. And I can tell you, I could smoke a cigar with my eyes closed and tell you what it is. Like a lot of cigars. There are a lot of cigars I could do that with.
And that is a connoisseur, right? So this is not just a habit. This is not just a relaxation tool. This is a hobby.
I can enjoy it. Yeah, like it's something that it's like golfing. Like, and to be fair, speaking of relaxation, it's something great to do while you're golfing. It's just one of those things, like, it enhances the flavor of a very nice Scotch, a really good wine, generally red wine. Like, there's even foods. I don't really do that. I'm not that into it. But yeah, like, if you like, there are Scotches that I won't have without a cigar.
That's fair. So to me, what I'm hearing from you about cigars is it's not really any sort of like if you're trying to pigeonhole it in the same category as cigarettes or snuff or any other form of nicotine delivery, it's just not that. It's not really a nicotine delivery device. Not
if you're doing it appropriaggressive.
Not if you're doing it right. If you're doing it right, it's not a nicotine delivery.
Like, I have seen people inhale cigars, and that's aggressive, man. Like,
I've inhaled cigars. So, and it's part of the reason why I don't like cigars.
Yeah, I think if you're inhaling it, you're doing it wrong. Now, again, you're going to get some, like, occasionally you're going to get some ingestion of cigar smoke or something, but generally you're not going to want to inhale the cigar at all. Like, it's not like a cigarette. Like, a cigarette gives you a nice hit. A cigar
a cigar will give you a nice fucking gut punch is what it'll give you.
All right, my friend. Number 4, right before we get to the one that matters the most, is basically celebrating something.
Oh yeah. It's a nice communal activity. It's a nice celebratory activity. Everybody comes together. Everybody shares a cigar. You stand in a circle. You tell a story. You talk about the people that you're celebrating or the event you're celebrating. Whatever it is, you just get to enjoy it. Right? It's a reason to congregate.
And there's history to it. I mean, think about how long people have been giving cigars away for a new baby. Like, it's just, they make, like, if you go into Cigar Lounge, they'll have blue and pink cigars made that are basically candy to give to a new father that doesn't smoke cigars. Like, because when you have a baby, somebody's going to give you cigars. There's not much more to say about that. Like, at a wedding, when you get a promotion, it's like, if somebody did something, I take them a cigar. You know what we can do? We can go smoke that cigar and talk about their promotion. To be fair, like, it's also a funeral, like a sad gathering in remembrance of, you know, especially if they smoke cigars or if you remember hanging out with them a lot, which gets to my last point, the one that matters, the only one that really matters. Social bonding,
right?
Women are great. Love women. They've got shopping. They've got brunch. They've got girls' dinner every month. They still talk to the girls from high school, the girls from college that they went to college with when they're 50 years old, because women hang out. They find a way to hang out. Guys, when's the last time some guy said, hey, you want to go shopping, man? We have 2 things as we get older, okay, that I'm aware of, that I do socially, and they go together. Golf, cigars. Hey, man, you want to play around? Hey, man, you want to have a stick?
It's interesting. I don't have either of those.
I probably have more friends than you.